Okay, hello. I was mute, so I can hear myself now. Hello. Welcome to the Renison Winter Game Jam for all the participants who cannot make it. Hopefully this can be like a useful YouTube for you to get to know about the app. And if you want to sign up for the workshop, I'm leaving a link here in the description for you guys to join. Let me just check. Okay, so let's start. Looks like the audio is working now. Let me check if it is. Okay, now the audio is working. Okay, I don't want to do a live stream where nobody can hear me. So, okay, so welcome to the Renison Winter Game Jam for the second time. And let's do like a quick workshop. Even if you're not participating with me now and you are a Waterloo student, you can sign up for the event and I can give you a code so you can do the game on your own. You're not going to be able to follow with me if you don't have the app. But if anyone joins this link and let me know, I can give you a code for Waterloo students. Of course, this is just a Waterloo thing. So yeah, so let's do like a quick workshop on how to build a mobile game. And let's start by Clarissa Moreira. Me, who doesn't know me, my name is Clarissa. I work for Hyperpad. I'm the marketing social media manager. And yeah, hopefully this can be helpful to you. So we're just gonna be talking about like who we are. I've run like workshops like this before, but this one is also a little bit different because it's more related to the Winter Game Jam event. So let's see. So we're gonna be talking about a simple tutorial. I'm gonna be giving you like some game samples, talk about the education, conclusion, and build your own game if you have time, and also talk about the game jam event. What is the expectations? What are we gonna do here in Renison? What are we gonna build? What are the prizes? So yeah. So essentially, like who we are, Hyperpad is basically a product, like an app that creates apps. That's how I tell all my friends. And you build an app using an iPad here. So you don't need to write a single line of code. And it is that doesn't mean that it's easier. That just means that it's a good starter for beginners who are who want to learn about coding and want to have more tech experience. Yeah, this is a little. Essentially, this video is just like a cool way for you guys to know that you can create your own game. You can share and you can play it and you can also make money. So this game jam can also be something like more than a hobby to you. So if you're really into games, you can submit this directly to the Apple Store with Hyperpad, and it's pretty cool. So we just want to like make sure that we empower like you guys, the non-technical users. I can talk about personal experience. I don't come from a software background, so I'm very creative, so I can say that. So this app really is an opportunity for me as a creator to unleash my creativity and build apps and interactive games and make sure that the world is playing. So then essentially like I was saying, like Hyperpad they develop apps, but in like mobile games, interactive apps, like also books as well. Like if you like anime, if you like creating animes, you can create an anime book with Hyperpad too, without the needing of coding, which is really cool. And if you are an artist, anyone watching this, that you guys, if you create any kind of graphic designs, you can import your custom graphics, and the whole app is using drag and drop behavior. So you would see with your app, with the app, well, as we're going to be doing the tutorial, you're going to be noticing that. And like I said, once you finish, like you can submit directly to the Apple Store and you can make money, and you don't need code. So it's pretty cool. So like let's start with the tutorial. So for us, first, if you guys have the access code, I'm just going to show you how to redeem the access code so you can have the app for free. Students watching this, here it's a little video. So basically you just go on your account here, and then you just like click on redeem code, and then you just type your code here manually, and that's how you redeem your code. So essentially that's how you do it. This is like a really easy tutorial how does it look like once you start creating from the iPad. So there's like different tools here. This is an interactive tutorial which we're going to be doing along, and you can also do it on your own pace. We're going to start with this one. This is the same tool where you can copy and paste objects. I'm going to be giving some examples so you can see. Going to be using like some objects, and then you can also single select objects here. You can multi-select object tools as well and manipulate objects. This one it's a pen mode. You can navigate without the scene without interacting with the objects. This is mostly about the scene. This is the green mode, which also like it would help you like doing the like making sure that everything is like with ratio. You will see what I mean after. And this is the aspect ratios, like how do you want the app to look like from an iPad? How do you want the app to look like from an iPhone, right? So once you finish your app, people can play the app on the iPhone and the iPad. So, but you can only use Hyperpad with the iPad for those who are watching this. This is scene settings here. You click here and you can choose backgrounds. This is a global prosperity where you can see like different kind of gravity and behaviors. And this is a preview mode, which will be really important as we're making our game. You're going to be noticing that you're going to be trying to see how the game looks like, which can be a bit frustrating. I can talk about from personal experience. I can see some of my students struggling too. But that's part of the fun, you know, like making Bob walk. So that's how you undo and redo the buttons. This is the camera, essentially like how this is going to be how it's going to look. Your game is going to look on your iPad. And yeah, so let's continue. And this flask here is the object where you're going to select your object. You can use your own images, and you can select sound and effects as well. So let's make our first object here. We're going to be making our first object. So we're going to be clicking here on the flask, and then you click on empty object. And then you have your square here. And then after that, let me see. You click here, and then you tap to empty object and select. And then you're going to choose a color. You can choose whatever color you want. It's going to be kind of, by default, it's going to be transparent, so it won't be visible. So you have to click on the object, and then you have to click here on the colors to be able to choose a color. So let's see. Let's make the object white. So you're going to click there, and then you're going to make it to full capacity, and you're going to make it white. So you can also import your own assets as well. Like you can, like if you are a graphic designer, like I said, you can move this around. You can, like I play with Canva, and then I can check some of the things that I have, but you can also like get custom, which we're gonna get into that. But here you can upload from camera roll, files, Dropbox, and essentially like, yeah, especially if you make your own designs, like some of our users, we do have like, our Xcode that makes really cool designs, using like, even like you can use Hyperpad to make designs if you want. Hyperpad can be used as Photoshop, but I made my design with Canva, so I just click here and I'm gonna upload her here. So this can be one of my characters of my game. Essentially, like you can make your own character. Good job. So now that's how it looks like. So the second part, I'm gonna be showing how the app looks like. So once you have the iPad with you, and then you just like playing with the app, the app looks like there's like 4 different things. There's a project, there's a hub, the forum, and the help session. The project is where you can try many of your like games, where you can build your games. The hub is where you can, it works like YouTube. You can go and you can check other people's game, and you can comment on their game, and also like their game too, and interact with them, which is really fun. It's like a really nice community, honestly. It's really nice to see the growth in the users too. So this is the forum session. You can ask any help too. And these are where the interactive tutorials are. We're going to be going there to do an interactive tutorial together. But yeah, so you can read the manuals. So let's create a project. We're going to create a project. You can name it however you want. And then the next part is you can also choose like what kind of like gravity you want. Like we're gonna be playing with the side view minus 28 and 32 PMT ratio. But that's up to you as you start. Like, there's several YouTube videos on our channel that you can like go and watch, that even like our ambassador did it, our previous co-op did it, and it's really useful to look at those ones. Not only that, the Discord community. So essentially that's how you create your own projects. So this is how it looks like when you first create your project. But if you're not a designer, you can also import your own, like, your own things. Like we have so many kind of characters already, like on the Hyperpad Shop. You click on import, like here. Oops. So this is the Hyperpad Shop, but how it looks, how you get here is essentially like on get assets. You click here on get assets, and once you click on get assets, then you can go shopping for different kind of assets that you were looking for. There's because Halloween, you can play with that one too. The spooky, we had a game jam last year, but we're going to be using the platform starter pack today, because it's the simpler version, but you can just use whatever one you want. And you can also import sounds too. We have sounds that are ready. Like we can do the whatever sounds. You can like see what kind of game you want to build and choose whatever sound you want. It's really cool. Like, you can let your creativity go and choose whatever you want. We're gonna do the digital sound effects, and then we're gonna go back and click on downloads, and that's how you're gonna access all of your assets, and that's how you're gonna meet Bob. Like, so let's use a background. This one is already a game that I built, is ready. Here, I just want to show you again, like review what each tool means, but giving you an example with the game. So again, you click here on the object. Once you click here, and then you click on this thing, and you can just touch the screen, and then you can like copy a bunch of objects, which makes life easier. This one is basically I just move Bob as much as I want, and this one is I can move multiple things, multiple objects. This little square thing. The hand thing is the pen mode, which is like not related to the objects, but it's related to like the background. And yeah, as you click on the objects, you're gonna start knowing how is it like, and it's basically like a try and error kind of thing. You just start playing with it, and it's really I wouldn't say like it's super easy. Hey, Xark Road, welcome. Oh, it's okay. So essentially, like I'm already teaching stuff that some of our users already know. They're live with us right now. So this league pen modes, basically we just like move things around and see how it looks like. And then we have the grid mode too. And yeah, so essentially that's, you can create like whatever game you want. We do have some of our users here. Like I said, we do have like a very like interactive Discord community. So here, yeah, you can see the grid mode here, guys. Like it's really useful to me. I really like the grid mode. This is the ratio. It's like, how do you want? I'm choosing a 4:3 ratio. This part here, we go here. Let's choose the background. This is where we choose the background. And yeah, so you click here and then you can choose whatever background you want, or you can choose import your backgrounds, or you can just choose whatever color you want. So yeah, so this is how you choose the colors, but I'm gonna be going with the actual background from the downloads, just because I want to keep things really simple. Like, you know, I'm still learning a lot. Like I'm like, you know, I don't come from a tech background. So this is the side view. When we go here, we come to the side view. The side view essentially is like how close and far away you want your game to look like with the iPad. So yeah, so you just like choose as much as you want to get a screenshot. And essentially like, yeah, that's the first part of the tutorial is done. Anybody have questions? I see some people are live with me. If you have any questions, feel free to ask as I am live. But yeah, so the next part of the workshop, we're going to be talking about interactive tutorials together. So let's do an interactive tutorial together. So basically launch here, you go to the help session and you launch an interactive tutorial. So how you get access is you click here on this little folder, get assets. We did that together. There's a whole Hyperpad Shop available to you. And, or if you want, you can create your own assets. So just saying, like, it's really for everyone. Let's add let's add our background. Let's start with the grassroots. Okay, let's add our first object. It's gonna be our first object. We click here and then we're gonna be making it bigger. We click on this little thing here and then we're gonna make it to 200 and 200. And then how we copy and paste is we click here, 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 and then you have your first grass. That's your first grass. Then you can click here again, and then you're gonna add your character, which is Bob. And then you're gonna put Bob here, and then you're gonna click add passable. This is the passable part of it. And then how are you gonna start in making the coding part of it, which is not really coding, it's just solving puzzles. You're gonna click on Bob, and then you're gonna click on behavior. We're gonna put joystick controller. Click here, select the animation, and then you're gonna click here, and then you're gonna make Bob walk. And then now we have Bob walking, and then click on select animation again in the back, click on again, and then we're gonna click on Bob walking again. So then that's gonna give the motion of Bob walking in the game. Now we're gonna do a jump button because this game is gonna be Bob jumping. Select the animation, go here, and then make the animation Bob jump. Go back here, and then let's see, tap the screen to deselect the character, and then we're gonna see how it looks like our game. Do you think, let's see, this is how we preview, how we see how our game looks like. And this is the first test. So Bob is walking, which can be a little bit of issue. I do have some students that are already struggling. And yeah, Bob is also jumping too. But yeah, Don't worry, we have tutorials if you're struggling. So let's add some coins. So you go add some coins, click on the coin, and then click on passable here. And then we're gonna add a tag. You can write as whatever you want. We're gonna write coins, and then you're gonna like double it. So then that's how a typical game looks like. Are you guys recognizing this is like a typical mobile game that we're playing, like that we like try to get the coins and jump. Okay, let's select our object. So collide, click here, object collide, and then click on the tag. Our object that will be collided will be the coin. So click on the tag, click on coin. The coin will be collided. So then click here, destroy object, which as Bob eats the coin, then the coin is gone. So now you're gonna connect. As you're making the game, you're gonna see that it looks like this. It looks like that's how it looks like. And you're gonna be like, what's happening? But you're doing good. That's literally how it works. So here logic, and then we add values here, and then you connect them together. This is like the behavior, and then that's where the math comes. Here you click here, and then you can add the value that you want. We're gonna write 1 to 0, and then click on here and export the values here. Click on the back, click on the flask. Let's label it, and then we click on behavior, and then we go to UI, and then we click set label right here, connect them together. So you see like they're all connected together. Go back here, see the label is going to be telling us how many coins we got, right? Go to the menu. So now we're going to be dragging this right here, add values to input, and then let's test it. Let's see if it works. Second test. So now Bob is going to be walking, and you're going to see the numbers. You see 1, 2, 3. So let's add the enemy, which will be the pinky slimy, and that will be our enemy, which doesn't look very intimidating, but that's the enemy friends. We're going to be clicking on passable behaviors here, and that's when we're going to make sure that the enemy dies. And this is the patrol. We're going to put patrol here, and then that's where you're going to do some math too. We're going to be putting -12. Click on enter, and then you're going to be putting 2 right there. The duration for that, the movement will be that and that. On now collide, click on that here. Yes, and then because we want Bob to be able to jump to kill the slime, we wanted to make sure that it's on the top. So we go to that, we go to the back, and then we click on the right and left. That's where Bob can lose, but how Bob can win is going up. So we're going to be putting like destroy object. How Bob is going to destroy objects is going to be by jumping on the slime. So we're going to be clicking here on the slime, select the character, which is Bob. Now click on collide. Yes. And then connect them. Now we're going to be adding a character to to select the bottom. So we're going to be clicking here on the bottom. So Bob can jump from the bottom and kill the enemy. Now destroy objects, click on here, connect them together, and go to the back, and then let's see if Bob can kill the enemy. So here, yeah, yay. He can kill the very intimidating enemy, which is a pink slime. We need like some more intimidating enemies, right? So let's go on. This is essentially how it works, like the logic. But yeah, you can do on your own pace the tutorial, but I really I'm excited to see what kind of game you can come up with. I'm just gonna give you guys really quick like samples of games. We do have like not just games, we have interactive books. We can also use Hyperpad for education and others. And while we're here, feel free to ask any questions if you guys have. So let's see, like some of the really like games that we have, like very famous, Friday Night Funky by Lemonade Cats, which you're gonna be noticing that it's really hard to play, but it's really fun. And Funky Night Friday is a very like common name, very common game. So it's really fun. We did have a whole challenge in our Discord community that you guys should join. The link is behind here. That if you want to like join our community, the link is like right down there. So make sure you join and ask questions and show your art and interact with us. So we have like basically a trouble too. You can download this one on the Apple Store, because who created this was a teacher from Turkey, and he's making money with Hyperpad now. So you can make money with this game, with the game that you create with Hyperpad. It's really cool. We do have Hyper Dunks too, which is like really fun game. Yeah, so it's really fun. We do have interactive books too. Like I was telling you, if you guys are into like, yeah, like we do use Hyperpad for education too. Like again, this the Renison Winter Game Jam event, it has a lot of individual learning too, but I do think that it can be really applicable in the classroom too. So the individual learning is basically what I'm offering you guys. Like, we do have free available tutorials on YouTube, and we have a whole Discord community that you can join. And yeah, like very easy and simple to follow games, and we have like multiplayer games too that our ambassador is making it. Like we had users that have been using this for since like 9 years old, and now they're becoming like so like tech savvy, and they know more about the app than even like the people that work for Hyperpad. Is crazy. So yeah, so we also have a full education like platform too, like that we made for like if you ever want to use Hyperpad in your classroom. We made like a little assignments for students in classrooms. Like we had our previous co-op that she did like a whole like STEM lessons, because like Hyperpad do have like some STEM, like that's why I personally struggle with, but you do have to know your math, your ratios, and solve your puzzles. So yeah, so the conclusions for the today essentially is that you can create anything virtually with Hyperpad. And the reason why I'm running this online workshop is that I also wanted to include the international students on the Renison Game Jam event. Because if you're like outside, you can also interact with us by making these games and win prizes. So it's also really powerful to make friends and communicate. Like nowadays, we're all making friends online. Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. This whole like 2021, 2020 like society, we're all meeting each other online. And how cool would it be to just like help each other to become developers? But yeah, like it's like today, Waterloo students, you get it for free. So if you're a Waterloo student, let me know. I will send you a codes. And yeah, you can basically like submit on the Apple Store too. So let's talk about the Renison Game Jam, like Winter Game Jam event. So essentially, I want to challenge you guys to build your own game, and I want to invite you to participate in this game jam, which you have until November the like 21st to submit your game. And like the theme is winter theme, so winter is coming, so I really want to see like some really fun games. So the first prize, you get $50 on iTunes plus swag. You get also the second prize, $25 on iTunes plus another swag. And when you're third prize, you get $10 plus swag too. And top 5 people get free access code for Hyperpad. So you can give it to your friends, you can give it to like, some like, anyone that really want to learn about building a game. So yeah, like thank you guys for like, participating, and follow us on our social media. Again, like we have a very active Discord. I keep saying, please, if you're joining this, join our Discord community, and follow us on Instagram. I'm always posting this stuff there. Twitter as well. YouTube, please, if you guys are planning on making games, we do have tutorials here. So, and our LinkedIn page for, it's more formal, but I still post on LinkedIn, and we have our Twitch and Reddit too. So thank you for joining me, and have a great night. Before I leave, does anybody have questions here? If not, then I am going to go do my assignments, but I really want to make the game with you guys. So I'm really excited to see what you can come up with, and I'm excited to also come up with my own game too. So let's see how that goes. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.